Hey everybody, it's Dana, and I know y'all have been waiting for the big news that I've been cooking up. So today is the day that you get to hear about it. David Sponsfield with Browning Country Ham contacted me a couple of months ago about showcasing his product in some videos and just showing you all the many different ways that you can use his product. And let me tell y'all, he has got some good stuff. He sent me some samples of country ham, which is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be doing country ham and bacon. Not bacon, listen to me. Country ham and biscuits. And I'm going to be making the biscuits. But let me tell you, they have all kinds of products. I don't know if you can see in the brochure here, but we have country hams, of course, spiral sliced hams, which we're going to do a video coming up for Easter on how you can take this spiral sliced ham and make it the best ham that'll be on your table. He also has bacon, and y'all, that bacon, I can't even begin to tell you how yummy this bacon is. It reminds me of when my grandmother was frying bacon when we would kill hogs when I was a kid. And I'm telling y'all, it's just wonderful. I can't even describe it. It's so good. But he has some bourbon infused syrup. And let me tell you, that is good stuff too. So there's lots of things in here that he offers. And so we are just going to jump right in, and y'all check out his website. It's browningscountryham.com, just to see everything that he has to offer, because let me tell you, his products are good. So we're just gonna lay this aside, and we're gonna go ahead and get started on, we're gonna get our ham in the skillet. So let's just go ahead and get this open and get this in. This country ham is perfect country ham. It's not too salty, which that's what we liked about it when we were eating it, because it wasn't too salty. I've already got my skillet over here. We're just going to turn it up on high and let it get hot. In the meantime, while we're letting that get hot and ready for the ham, I'm going to take some butter, and this is the skillet that we are going to cook our biscuits on. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some butter, because we want to get the skillet hot before you put the biscuits on it, because it's just going to make your biscuits crunchy on the bottom and so good. So we're just going to take a little butter and put it right there. And what that's going to do is that's going to make our biscuits crunchy on the bottom. We'll just set it over here on the eye. It looks like our skillet's heating up over here. So we're just going to go ahead and take some of our ham. We're just going to stick it in our skillet. No grease. You don't have to have any grease at all. So we're just going to stick that in there, and we're going to start cooking up our ham. And while our ham is cooking, we are going to make our biscuits, okay? So let me get this in here. All right. Now, let's go ahead and turn our oven on for our biscuits. And we're just going to turn this on 400. I'm going the wrong way. Give me a minute. Because you want to have, you want to cook your biscuits quick, because that makes them so good. Makes them layer thin, as my brother-in-law would say. They're layer thin. Okay, let's make our biscuits. So we used that butter, but you want to have some cold butter. Let's turn this down a little bit. And I've got about 2 cups of sugar. We're just going to dump that right in there. And then we're going to take our butter, and I like to have it a little easier on my hands if I can get it into smaller pieces. So I'm just going to take, and we're just going to use a zester. And see what I'm doing there? I'm just making my bacon little. Not bacon, my butter. I got bacon on the brain, in case y'all don't know. I smell that ham cooking, and let me tell you, it smells good. So we're just going to have we got 2 cups of butter, like I said, in here. So we're just going to take this stick of butter and we're just going to, I don't know, half of it, I guess. There we go. And then we're just going to, but you'll see what that looks like in there. If you can see that in there, it's just kind of shredded up. And now we're just going to take and we're just going to work that butter into our flour. And if you have a pastry cutter, you can do that. You can cut your pastry in like that, but I just prefer to use my hand. Just makes it easier. So there you go. You're just going to work that in, and it's just going to start to look a little crumbly. So work your butter in. And like I said, it'll look crumbly. And a lot of you are saying that's probably too much trouble to go to, but let me tell you, if you ever start making homemade biscuits, you'll never quit because they're so much better than frozen. And I'm telling you, it doesn't take any longer to fix homemade biscuits than it does to open up a can of frozen biscuits and throw them in there. All right, so now I have 1 cup of milk, and I'm just going to make a little hole in my flour and butter there. And I'm just going to pour, I don't know, about half of that in. I don't know, we might use it all, I don't know. Now, we're going to take a little spatula, and we're just going to start working it in. Just around in circles, working it in. And you're going to have, yep, we might need just a tad more milk. So just add what you think you'll need first, because you can always add to it, but you cannot take it away. You can't take away from it. You'll have to add more flour. So there we go. That's about enough milk. And we probably used maybe a 3/4 of a cup of that. So I'm going to come out here now. I'm going to turn on my skillet to start getting that hot. And I'm going to need some flour for my, oh, y'all, that country ham smells delish. I'm telling you, I can't even describe it. But we're just going to flour our surface here. And we're just going to get our biscuits out, our dough out. And we're just going to work it just a little bit. Might have to get a little more flour. We're just going to work it just a little, just to get everything like it needs to be. The country ham smell is killing me. I'm ready to eat now. All right, there we go. Now, we have our dough, and we have our skillet getting hot over here. And we might need to turn our ham over. Let's just flip that a little bit. Got that. All right, now, I didn't get out my biscuit cutter before we started, so let me go ahead and get that out. All right, got my biscuit cutter. And let's grab a rolling pin. We're just going to roll this out. It doesn't have to be a perfect roll, but we're just going to roll this out, I don't know, to about a 1/2 inch thickness, I guess. Okay. Then we're going to start cutting our biscuits. There's 5 of our biscuits. We're just going to take our extra dough and we're just going to work it up here. and roll it out again. Like I said, it don't have to be pretty. It just has to be good, and it's gonna be good. All right, let's come over here and get our skillet that's hot. We're gonna put our biscuits on there. Can you hear that sizzling? It's got a little bit of a sizzle, but this is gonna make our biscuits crispy on the bottom, and they're gonna be delish, trust me. Now, if you got just a little bit left, this was always my favorite. You just kind of make a biscuit. You don't have to roll it back out. Just kind of make your own biscuit like that. Like I said, doesn't have to be pretty, just has to be good. And you're gonna stick that on there. All right, that is, so look, we've got our biscuits made in less than what, 5 minutes maybe? And we've got our ham going. We've got our oven preheating. So we're just gonna stick, I'm gonna finish cooking the ham. I'm gonna stick my biscuits in the oven, and then we'll be back to show you what they look like. Okay, we'll be back. All right, y'all, we're gonna get our biscuits out of the oven in just a few minutes. There's a couple of things I wanna share with you. My name is Dana again, and I am Southern Gals Cook. And David with Browning's Country Ham contacted me about sponsoring me for me to do videos for his product. I was so glad to do it, especially after I tasted it. So go visit David at www.browningscountryham.com, or you can visit me on my website, www.southerngalscook.com. Again, these products are wonderful. So just let's get our biscuits out. Let's get them. Look how pretty they are. Aren't they beautiful? All right, so now you'll see that I have some melted butter here. I have taken the rest of the butter that we had left and I've melted it, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna spread it over the top of our biscuits because this just makes it so good. Larafin good. And in case you don't know what larafin means, it means that it's delicious. It's like, but gooder than cake, actually. So it's just larafin good. So let's spread our butter all over our biscuits. And if you can hear it sizzling again? We're just adding extra butter. And you can never go wrong with butter. And I know Paula Dean got in trouble for cooking with butter, but you know what? You can't go wrong with butter. All right, now we've got that spread on there. Let's get a biscuit. And I want you to look at the bottom of the biscuit. Look at the bottom of that biscuit. I told you it was going to be crispy. All right, let's open it up. Ooh, look at that. All right, let's get us a piece of country ham. Got it ready. That's our country ham and biscuit. We'll taste of that just in a few minutes when it cools off. But now I want to show you something else. Here is the bourbon infused maple syrup. It's from Always Maple. And this stuff, again, is larafin. And what you can do with this is you can take a biscuit and you're gonna open it up. And what I have done is I have heated me some of this bourbon infused maple syrup. And you're just gonna pour it over your biscuit, just like that. Reckon that's gonna be good. All right, let's try a bite of our country ham and biscuit. That's good. That's really good. I'm telling you, that country ham is perfect. It's not too salty at all. I have to have a drink of milk. It is perfect, y'all. Now, let's try this. If you've never eaten biscuits and syrup, you don't know what you're missing because it's the best. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's really good. It's slurping. Okay, so minute. I hope you've enjoyed this video today. There's going to be lots more coming. Every week, I will be here showcasing Brownie's Country Ham's products with lots of different recipes. Did you know that you could even use bacon in dessert? Yeah, you can. So we're going to be back, and I look forward to bringing videos to you all every week. In the meantime, go to browningscountryham.com and order yours today. See y'all later.